Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name's Andrew Dean and I'm a consultant geriatrician and I've been living with Parkinson's disease for 2 years. And today I want to talk about my stag do. For those of you who like my Facebook page, you will know that I've completed a challenge and I shared some photos on there. If you haven't seen my Facebook page, please check it out, Doctor with PD. Please like and share. I will be posting all my YouTube videos on Facebook. And I'll be also sharing other content of it as well. So please like and subscribe to the channel. Please share it. Please let everybody know about it. I'm not after money. I don't want that. It's more these videos are for people who have Parkinson's disease, who are young, or for people who know other people with young onset Parkinson's disease. I'm 38 and I was diagnosed when I was 36. So the challenge I did was in Yorkshire, which is north of England, in the Yorkshire Dales. It's 39.2 kilometres and it takes in 1,418 metres of elevation. The three peaks are Penigent, Whernside and Ingleborough, each of which has its own different challenges, and I want to talk a little bit about what was involved. Things that limited us was the time of year, being November, meant we had limited light. The sunset was recorded at 4:30, but really the light started fading before then, and it went quite dark quite quickly. So we knew that, so we needed to start early in the morning. So I was at the car park at 5 to 7 in the morning, ready to start the walk. The first challenge that I encountered was that I left my normal Parkinson medications in the lodge, which would have been another 45 minutes to get there and back. And that would have meant we definitely wouldn't finish before the light. So I had my dispersible medications that were supposed to be a top-up with me, and I had more than enough to get me through the day. I thought rather pig-headedly, I'll be able to get through with this. Lesson number 1, don't forget your normal Parkinson's drugs. The dispersible medications is really not a substitute for that. It got me through till 11 o'clock when I could get my next sinemet drug, which was a drug dropped by my dad who left him in the pub on the route. The reason why is the dispersible medications cause significant nausea, and a challenge like that you have to be able to eat and drink whilst you're going along. With significant nausea from the dispersible medications, it was a lot more difficult. So the first 4.5 hours of my walk I struggled with nausea as well as just the physical challenge of it all. I didn't actually feel particularly stiff. I took 3 dispersible medications, which I think was essentially the equivalent of one of my normal medications. But it's just the peaks and the troughs were greater, so I was getting stiffer, and other times I had difficulty coordinating my movements. We hit the first peak at 8:30, an hour and a half into the walk, and you'll see on the Facebook page the photo with me and my 3 brothers there. One of my brothers stayed at home in the lodge. And then after the first peak, there's a big climb to get to the top of the first peak. Between peak 1 and peak 2, there's a long walk, and that was about a 10-mile walk. And what I noticed there was I just couldn't keep the pace up. So we had started off with one big group, and it sort of just naturally progressed into 2 groups. The faster group, they did it in under 10 hours, whereas I was leading the second group. The issues related to that was essentially I just felt bad that they were going so much further ahead because I wanted to be part of the faster group, but I just couldn't do it. I had my 2 walking sticks and my bag with my water in it and my chocolate and all the other things I had to eat. The pan of chocolat, my brothers enjoyed that one. Thirdly, the importance of having social support for these kind of challenges is absolutely enormous. As I mentioned, I have 4 brothers and they all came on the stag do weekend. Even my brother from the States who flew over just for the stag do, and I was really touched by that. But also, as well as my family being there, I had really supportive friends who, when the going got tough, they were really supportive and helpful. They took weight away from my bag, and it was just an epic adventure with the guys. The variety of that walk is really quite breathtaking. So the viaduct is absolutely beautiful. The views from the tops of the hills is amazing and stunning, and we had such variety. So on the top of the second peak, we had the enormous gusts of wind with maybe 40-mile-an-hour winds. It was at least 30, blowing from the sides and having to lean just to walk in a straight line. And the temperature, I think it was about 0 or 1 degree, but it had a wind chill factor of -7. So that was really quite something. There were some very, very steep bits, and the sticks were vitally important for particularly going downhill, just to protect the knees. Then on the top of the third peak, there was snow, and that was amazing. It just looked absolutely beautiful. It just reminded me, when you're in a plane and you're flying over these snow-peaked mountains, it was just absolutely beautiful. So we got to the top of the third peak about 4:30 in the afternoon, and I kind of thought, we're on schedule for an sub 12-hour challenge being achieved. What I hadn't reckoned on was the fact that the light just diminished so quickly, and we then ended up having to don our head torches, and we went to go down for 5 miles in the mud, the rocks, the bog. There were a couple of rivers, there was farmland to cross, and it was just an epic adventure. The whole thing combined together just to mean that the whole day was amazing. On the Facebook album, there's the photo of the 6 of us at the end. That was the slower group. We finished at 6:56, which means that we did the challenge in 11 hours and 49 minutes. I am incredibly proud of the team. I think it was amazing. And I'm really, really proud of the physical achievement that I managed to do with Parkinson's disease. When I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, I didn't really know what my trajectory was going to be. Young onset Parkinson's disease is reported that it progresses slower, but I didn't really know what that meant. But I was diagnosed in December 2017. In May 2017, I did a marathon dressed as a stormtrooper in 5.5 hours. At the time, I was quite upset with the time, thinking that was quite slow. But actually looking back, that was essentially with Parkinson's disease untreated. 5.5 hours, I'll take that, thank you very much. But this was different. Running I find easier than walking, and it was just so draining. As well as my normal medications, I took more madopar tablets, and I was just so drained in the evening. And I was getting, for the first time, I had really uncontrollable dyskinesias. That's the uncontrolled movements, particularly my right arm and my right leg. But it was worth it to complete that challenge. So if you have Parkinson's disease and you're young, don't give up. Do the exercise. Push yourself. See how much you can do. Yes, you might find you have your limits, like I couldn't keep up with the other group, but you can still achieve amazing things. So please do not give up. Please share below with what you've been doing or what you've heard other people doing. I know that there are people who have Parkinson's disease who do marathons, who do half marathons, who do Ironman challenges, who do the Ninja Warriors. There's so many people out there who are very, very inspirational. So please share below with people who do that, who inspire you. Please, I hope you found the video helpful. Please go to the Facebook page where I've got the photo albums, and I'll put links below to the route. But be encouraged. The things that you can do with Parkinson's disease there's so many things you can achieve with it. So please like, subscribe, share the video widely, and I'll see you next time.